Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Cards with Michelle. My name's Michelle Zanovich, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you live every weekday morning at 8 o'clock and on Saturdays at 9 to start your day off with a little creative fun. Today is Casing Tuesday, and I am part of the Casing Tuesday Facebook group. I've been casing the catalog with this group now for about 2 years, and it's a lot of fun, and I actually kind of like having a plan of what we're going to do on Tuesday mornings. So I really and truly cased the catalog today. There's not much difference between the card that I'm making and the card that is in the catalog. I'm using the So Sentimental stamp set and the Stitched So Sweetly dies that were bundled with it. In addition, I am changing the background and using the Label Me Lovely punch. Now, we used this yesterday too, so maybe I'm sensing a theme this morning. Let's see who's watching. Good morning, Debbie. It's good to see you, and Gordy is here watching. Oh, great, wonderful. It's good to see you, my friends. So we're going to get started, and you know I can't make a card usually the same way twice. So we've got some, I'm hesitating because I'm trying to find you on. There you are. Okay, now I can see comments. We're going to switch it up just a little bit because you know when I make a card the second time, it's not always the same. So let's see what we're going to do a little bit differently. So this is Pool Party, our main color, and I have a piece of Pool Party already cut and scored. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock scored at 4 1/4. All directions can be found over on my blog later this morning at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. And then I have a piece of Pool Party that I cut to 5.5 by 4 1/4. So truly it's the same size as my card front. And I'm going to show you why I did that in just a minute. I also have a piece of Pool Party, and what I did was I've punched out 6 pieces from with the Label Me Lovely punch. Now, remember I told you I was going to change things up just a little bit. I'm going to grab my sponge daubers. And this happens to be the one that I use for Pool Party. And my Pool Party ink pad. And I'm just going to add some highlights around here. I want to see how this looks on our card when we make it just stand out just a little bit, all right? So really I'm just getting the edges by flicking that. Okay, I'm not going from the top over, I'm doing just the edge. Okay. Oh, that one needs just a little bit more. Okay, now, through the magic of Facebook, voila, I already have some made. I didn't think you wanted to watch me do the whole thing, okay? So we're going to line these up like so. And let me grab my snail here. Oh. Well, you know it wouldn't be me if I didn't need a refill. All right. Snail is retiring, so if you need some, go grab it. Okay. And we're going to just add these right here. And I've lined that up on the left side and on the top. And I'm going to just layer these all the way down, okay? Leaving just a little bit of space. And you'll see that this bottom one hangs over. That's okay, we're gonna trim it, okay? So I've got 3, and I'm gonna come back and do 3 more. Now this is a technique that I have seen, but I've never done. So when I saw this card today on the Casing Tuesday sketch, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. The cool thing about Casing Tuesday, you know, is not only do we give you the sketch of the catalog, and then on the Facebook group, we give all of these, oops, I don't need all of that, variations on a theme, so to speak. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take that. Now I have my old trimmer, and the reason I use my old trimmer, not my Stampin' Trimmer on this, is because I do have adhesive on there and I don't wanna gum up my thing. All right, so I'm gonna turn it over, and the first thing I'm gonna do, because really I wanna trim this down to 5 1/8. So I'm gonna take this down to 5 1/8, right across the bottom. Okay. And then I'm gonna take it on both sides, because this is 4 1/4, and I want it to be 3 7/8. Okay. So now it looks like this, and you're gonna say, but you cut off some of your sponging. You're right. So now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do the whole piece all the way around, okay, to add just a little definition all the way around. So I'm getting both the dies, or the punches, and the cardstock. I love using sponge daubers. There's something about it, it just feels like, I don't know, therapeutic. We all like certain things, right? Some of us, crazy, I don't understand, enjoy fussy cutting. That's not me at all. I cringe when I have to do it. But, you know, everybody has something that relaxes them. And I like doing that. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. Otherwise, I will get messy. All right, can you see the difference? I'm gonna put this right on my card. Okay? I'm gonna use a little bit more snail than usual since it's kind of heavy. Okay. And if you want, you can use your bone folder and just make sure that that's gonna stick there. All right? Now, let's make the card front. So the first thing I'm gonna do, this is the Stitched So Sweetly die, okay? I used this one right here. And what's cool is I had a piece of, it was Whisper White embossed with the Subtle embossing folder. And I thought, let's add a little texture to this. So it's already been pre-embossed. It does make me a little nervous, but I've got 2 cut out just in case. All right. Then I have my basic black and my Poppy Parade Stampin' Right markers and my stamp. And I need to send some thank you cards. I had a Pampered Chef party this week. And so I need to send out some thank you cards to everybody who participated. It was great. It was a lot of fun. You know, the best part was it's kind of like, you know, crafting with me. The best part was just being together and sharing, and, you know, it was over Cinco de Mayo, so we had talks about what kind of tacos we liked, and did we like margaritas on the rocks with a salted rim, or did we like them frozen and flavored? You know, and it was just a lot of fun to just hang out with my friends on Facebook, and that's what I think we do here. Okay, so I've colored with my Poppy Parade the thank you piece, and then I have my basic black, and I'm going to do the smaller, right? I'm just making sure I get all of my pieces. We can go back later if we don't. I don't want to though, but we can. Okay, and I have my label. I'm gonna line that up on my grid paper, and I'm just gonna give a little huff, right, to reactivate that ink. Okay. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. We're gonna pray that that is straight. That's the problem, because the camera is right in my line of vision. Look at that. Huh, it worked. It's the little things that make me excited, like when things are stamped straight. Okay, then I have some of these poppy elements from the Peaceful Poppies suite. And glue dots live right here. All right, so we're gonna build this in layers. Come on, glue dots, there you are. Okay, so I picked one up here, and I'm just gonna tack it to the back. We're gonna secure it a little bit better with some dimensionals in a little bit, but I'm just going to add the glue dots to tack it so it holds where I want it to go, okay? So that's where our poppies go. Next, I'm going to take from the vellum pieces, from, again, those poppy elements. I'm going to punch out 6 of these leaves. Move this out of the way. Come on. I don't want that. There's 4, 5, and 6. All right, that might be, oh, that's 7. All right, now I have my dark Old Olive Stampin' Blend, and you can see, I hope you can see that on this side you have the shiny vellum, and on this side it's just the vellum, and it's dull. So we want the dull side. And we're going to take and we're going to color with our Stampin' Blends the whole thing, okay? So we're not staying in the lines, we're coloring the back of that vellum all the way. So I'm giving you permission this morning to color outside the lines. It'll be all right, I promise. It's just gonna highlight that embossing even more, okay? One color blend, stamp coloring outside the lines. We're getting wild over here today, everybody. I've only had half a cup of coffee. Okay, you might get a little green ink on you. It'll be all right. It'll wash off later. Okay, let those dry a minute. Find your glue dots again. Okay, and they should be dry. They dry fast. Okay, and we're going to take these now. And I'm putting a glue dot on the front, okay, and come around. And these are my little leaves here. Okay, can you see? So here's the back, right? And it's just a big blob of green. And then here's the front, okay? And you can see the veins on the flowers now, or the leaves. All right, and then a big leaf. Good morning, Kelly. It's good to see you this morning. All right, and then let's put this larger leaf back here. All right. And we've got kind of like so. All right. Next, let's find those ever elusive dimensionals. Here we go. And we're going to use the dimensionals to hold our flowers down. And we're going to use our dimensionals again to kind of hold those leaves in place. And I'm going to tear my dimensionals here because you guys know we don't waste anything, okay? And I'm just adding just a little bit more to some places because I don't want my card to sag after all of this work. That would be a shame. All right. Take the back off. All right, so I have a question for you. Nathaniel bought a new car, new to him. You know, he's never bought a new car. I need to know if you know how to get a mold and mildew smell out of the interior of a car. Could you let me know? That would be great. Oh my goodness, he opened that door yesterday. He was so proud. Mama, look what I bought. Oh, turned my stomach, something fierce. All right, so this is the Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon that came in the Peaceful Poppies suite. And we're going to layer it. And really, I'm kind of making bows, okay? You see how I'm making those loops kind of to make it look like a bow? And don't worry if it's too big, because you know what? We'll trim it up later, okay? So it looks like a mess on the back, but nobody's going to turn it over, I promise. Okay, and then we're going to put this right here. Oops, we're going to make sure it's straight. Trim your ends. And then finally, grab some rhinestones. I'm going to put one here. And put one right over here. And a third one right here. All right. So we started with this one. And I really liked it. I thought it was pretty cool, but I thought I could step it up just a little bit just by using a little ink. I didn't change anything about the card itself. All I did was highlight these dies and the background. It's still a tone-on-tone look. We didn't change any of the design. We just added a little shading, and look at the difference that made. So I think that you should make a card just like this with something you've got in your stash. Doesn't have to be, I'm going to put the card sketch over on my blog. I'm going to put the picture of my card out on my blog, and then you're welcome to post it either down below or over on the Casing Tuesday Facebook page, and I'll include a link for you for that as well. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. I wish you a very, very happy Tuesday. I will see you right here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for Coffee and Cards with Michelle. Until then, stay inside, stay safe, and stay crafting. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.